Heading to work. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. Sunday already. Holy smokes, the weekend is flying by. If you are watching the live stream replay, thank you so very much. My hair's kind of bothering me. I just got out of the shower. Yeah, that's what's going on. We'll wait and see who arrives first. Levi, first one in the room. Brad, second one. Bye. Good morning. How we doing? Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. It's already Sunday. Holy smokes. That weekend flew by, right? I put out a new video of the flour mills in Minneapolis. You'll want to go watch that. Paul, it is very cold. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's cold. It's supposed to get negative 22, I've seen later in the day, in the week. It's 8 there? Yeah, well, here it's 7. We win. It's 7. What? It's 7, but it's supposed to get to negative 22. Holy smokes. You know, it's not so bad that, 7 degrees, 8 degrees is not very cold. But it's a brittle wind. Really? We're going to start acting up now that I'm on the live stream? Really? Are we supposed to be barking in the house? Get down. Get down. Down. Are you going to push me? Remy! Aspen, you're acting up. That's enough. I don't know what's going on, but she's worked up, I guess. It's too cold to go outside for very long, and she wants to be outside. Aspen! Stop it! Leave Remy alone. Woo! So what's going on today? How was yesterday? Did you have a good day? Did you have a good day? I'm just now making coffee. My last cup of coffee for the week. What happened, Brad? What do you mean, what happened? He said he's good. Mama Lucy, did you watch my flour mill movie video? OMG, what? Yes? If I wouldn't have been to Boston, I would have never known that we had flour mills in Minnesota. Stayed in the house too cold? Oh, yeah, it is cold out. So Mama Lucy took me to the mills down in Boston. And then I didn't even know what they were. I didn't know how they worked. I didn't know about the water beside the mills. Mama Lucy taught me about everything. And then I realized, you teared up? Aww. Awesome. I'm glad it meant something to you. So then when I found out we had them in Minneapolis, I went and investigated them. We got a lot more, but that's the start of it. That's where it all started. You got work tomorrow? Oh my goodness. Cyril, good night. Sleep well. Thanks for stopping in every morning. I appreciate it. I don't know if it was the dog as a pup or the music shift or your voice. Yeah, Aspen is a baby. That's when we were up in Minneapolis because Aspen was chewing on a flip-flop and I had to take her to the emergency room, the dog emergency room, and it was right there, close by there. So that's when we went there. So that was the same day that she was in the emergency room. You liked it? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Everybody needs to go watch the flour mill video when you get off the live stream. My dog is barking. She's being naughty. Hey, get down. She wants attention. She knows if I'm on the live stream that she can act up. She wants all the attention on her, not on the live stream. It was done well? Thank you so much. It was a challenge that I got yesterday from my new subscriber. Well, actually, I'm in class now. Did you guys know that I'm in class now? I'm in YouTube class. And they're teaching me things about YouTube and memberships. Memberships was the, there she is, there T Travel right there. Watch the video. We're just talking about the video. But I'm in class now, and they the topic was memberships this last session. And that was my goal. I have to get a members only video put up. And they also suggested that I put my videos out early for the members. So I did the video only, but that doesn't count for my session. I have to have a permanent members only video up. So we got one of the assignment done. Now we got to do the other one next. So I don't know what I'm going to do for it yet, but I'll get it done. Mahib, hello, how are you? So that's what we did yesterday. It took me all evening. All I did yesterday was in the evening was get my exercising done, all my walks. The ruins, yes, thank you for watching the ruins. And I worked on that video. That video took me about 5 hours to make. They're not fast. Whoa. More adventures, Raz? Yeah, we're gonna be going on adventures soon. I have some stuff some legal stuff I have to finish up. Taxes are coming up. All of that. So I have some business stuff to finish, and then after the business stuff is finished, then I'll be able to go on vacation again. Yeah. Oat milk creamer. They didn't have the kind that I usually get. So I had to have this kind. It's called coffee cake. It's not as good, but it's not bad. So what else is going on? How's everybody's day going? How's your day going? Hopefully everybody's doing well. I just got out of the shower. Mama Lucy introduced me to the mills in Boston, and then I investigated. I knew we had them in Minneapolis, but I didn't. Prior to seeing the Boston mills, I didn't know too much about mills before. So then I went to the mills. You just got groceries in and a lazy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Sundays are meant to be lazy. No hard work done on Sundays. That's what my grandpa used to always tell us. We have to rest on Sunday. It's a church thing. Mahib, how are you? Darnell, good morning. How are you? Welcome in. Hello, hello. The dogs are finally calm now. They're calmed down. So it's very cold here, 7 degrees. Then Kate, hello. I'm good. How are you? Welcome in. We're just warming up the coffee. I just made coffee. I put too much creamer in it, so I always have to rewarm it up. You're from Wisconsin, Darnell. You're my neighbor. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I gotta put the coffee in the right cup. So that, it will stay warm. It stays warmer in a metal cup. The neighbor got the bobcat out. The bobcat, we've been getting lots of snow. What am I doing? Making coffee. Lucy, welcome back. How you doing? My nose itches. Who's thinking about me? Isn't that what that's supposed to mean when your nose itches? Henry! Well, it's snowing out. The neighbor got the bobcat out. See, he got the bobcat warming up. Hopefully he does my driveway. Hopefully he does my driveway for me. Sometimes they sneak in and do my yard for me. Good morning, Razor. How you doing? We're just watching my flower die, drinking coffee, visiting. You want a cup? Well, come on over, have a seat. I got an extra chair right there and another one right there. But don't put your hot plate on the table. Look what happens when you put a hot plate on the table. It stains the table. There's all kinds of tricks on the internet telling you how to get rid of the stains, but they don't work. Cinnabon cream? Oh my goodness, that sounds good. Trey, good morning. How you doing? What's up, Trey? Guess what, guys? Guess what? I got a message. I got an email from YouTube today. Guess what it said? That I've been on YouTube for 1 whole year today. Today's my anniversary for YouTube. 1 whole year. Woohoo! Yeah, that's a big deal, right? Susie, good morning. How you doing? Thank you. Congrats. Yes, it's a big deal. 1 whole year. We'll see what this next year brings. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Pretty good right now, just moving around, not moving around much due to rain. Well, we got snow, so Bush Bean, welcome in. How you doing? We got some snow. Not too much, but a little bit. There's my old car, my Ford Fusion. My son took my Camry. What made me go on YouTube? Well, 3.5 years ago, I was very, 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 very sick. Hey, stop it. No fighting. You want a bone? You'll get a bone in a minute. So I was very, very, very sick. And I used to be a workaholic. I worked all the time. I ran 70 group homes, guardianships, conservatorships with a couple other ladies. Working nonstop. And I ended up having to have open heart surgery. So I had to have my left ventricle reconstructed in my heart. Prior to that, we got bully sticks for them. That's the only treat I have left. Take it. You want it? Aspen does, but Remy's like, nah. So I had to have open heart surgery, my heart reconstructed. Right prior to that, I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to go from working 150 hours a week? Do you know how many hours there are in a week, guys? How many hours are there in a week? I was working 150 sleeping at work, eating at work. Yeah, that's not her favorite toy. Or treat. She wants something chewy, not something hard that she has to chew on. I used to listen to live streams. I used to listen to live streams on my earbuds while I was at work. And then I thought, well, maybe it's time for me to start live streaming. 168. 168 hours in a week, and I worked 150 of them. I lived at work. I did everything at work. I couldn't even go home to see my family or anything. Because we were taking care of human beings. Human beings need to be taken care of, even if there's not enough staff, even if there's COVID going on, even if there's all the drama. So I was working nonstop. My boss, and then I found out that I was really sick and I needed surgery. And my sickness kept progressing and I kept putting it off. And then I went to the big boss and said, I'm leaving. I have to have surgery. I'm gonna go do it. So then my boss, so the owner, we talking to the owner, we had a big meeting. Thank you, Julie. We had a big meeting and the owner said, my boss had put in her notice because really without me, it would have been hard for her to do the job because there wasn't enough manpower to do it. And she just had enough too. So at that point, I'm 53. 53. At that point, there was a 50% chance that I live and a 50% chance that I die during the surgery. It's not a pretty serious surgery. I cleaned off my desk and they're like, why are you cleaning off your desk? Well, if I pass away, then you won't have to worry about it. But in the back of my mind, I knew I was never going to go back there. And I never did go back. I went and had my open heart surgery. And during my open heart surgery, it was kind of a big deal because after my heart surgery, my heart wouldn't keep beating. So they had to give me a temporary pacemaker. I was completely against pacemakers and defibrillators. I thought it was defying God. Like, if you're meant to die on this day and you fight it, is it really right? I kind of thought that for many years. During surgery, I didn't have a choice because I didn't fill out paperwork prior to surgery. So they gave me a defibrillator or a defibrillator. No, they gave me a temporary pacemaker, a suitcase I had to carry around for 3 days, and then my heart started beating again. After that, I redlined twice in the ICU. So my heart stopped 2 more times after that. It's freaky. And now here I am. I'm still alive. I'm doing well. I'm supposed to have another surgery, but I've declined the next surgery. So what they did is reconstruct my left ventricle. The muscle tissue grew too thick, so the blood, when it enters your heart, didn't have anywhere to flow around the heart. So kind of backed it all up. Yeah, we've been through it. So then, my mitral valve area. So if they take too much tissue out, it's not good at all. You won't live. But if they don't take enough tissue out, sometimes you have to have another surgery. So I'm supposed to have another surgery. They did not get the area around my mitral valve. And if you guys know what the mitral valve is, that's when, the blood pumps into your heart. It goes around the left ventricle, and then it goes out through your mitral valve to spit out through the rest of your body. And mine is 76% blocked, my mitral valve. However, I'm living a great life. I can do everything that I want to do. I can go hiking, I can go traveling, I can do all the things. I just can't do it as fast as some other people. So if we're going to go up a bunch of steps, it might take me a while. But otherwise, I'm pretty normal. My heart rate escalates at times, so I got to slow down. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. So I've decided to decline the surgery at this point. If it ever becomes life-threatening again, then I'll have the surgery. But at this point, once you have too many surgeries in the same spot, you start dealing with scar tissue. And after too much scar tissue, you have to have a transplant. And we don't want to go there. So that's why I made the decision that I made. And I'm living a good life right now. So there's my story. That's how I started streaming. I started streaming right before that so that I would have, like you go from working 150 hours a week. I don't know anybody else really that's ever worked that much on a consistent basis. I was living out my life for work, living work. And I don't know. I handled it all so well. So I thought, how am I going to go from working that many hours, that many hours to staring at the wall? Because you have open heart surgery, you can't do anything but stare at the wall. You can barely even sit up. I had no life, but I was living my life to take care of people that needed me. That was, that's the problem that I've always get into jobs where I love people so much and I love helping people so much, but I never really thought about, you're helping all these people, but what are you doing for yourself? So at that point, I decided life is short and I would not go back to work in, like in a job that needs me nonstop. Nope. No other family with heart issues. The problem that I have is called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, and it is passed down from family. However, my dad's father was killed in an accident before my father was born. So we never got to know that side of the family. And then my dad was killed when I was 12 years old. So I don't know. So, it probably comes from that portion of the family. It was a serious wake-up call to enjoy life. And that's when I started, I stopped working. Well, obviously I had 3 months off. When it come time for the 3 months, I couldn't go back. I just I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Life is too short. I'm just going to travel. Who knows if I'll still be alive next year. I didn't think that I'd be alive very long. So I just started traveling. And now here we are 3.5 years later, we're doing well. And I'm very thankful that my heart was fixed as much as it was. And that's how I started streaming. Here we are. I wanted to have my friends at my fingertips because I couldn't just stare at a blank wall. So that's when I started streaming. I started on an app called Pacocha. I met some pretty awesome people over there. And then I went to, after they closed down, so Pacocha was an app with Japan and with India, and America. And it was a gaming app with a live stream app with a gaming portion to it. So we had, when we went to hang out with people, we had things we had to do. It was more of a gaming aspect to it. But then that one closed down and so then I went to TikTok. And that day that TikTok closed down, we didn't know the future of TikTok. And it only closed down for 13 hours, but that was enough to push me over here. So now here I am. I'm still on TikTok, but I don't live stream over there very much. I'm ignoring everybody if you don't notice, and you're spamming the chat. That's not okay. Sit and listen to the story, and then we can talk. Yeah, that's how it happened. So now here we are. We've been on YouTube for 1 whole year today. All right, let me see what all I missed, and then I'll catch up the comments. I look Filipino. I'm not Filipino, but I have a lot of Filipino friends. Julie Garza, new subscriber. Thank you, Julie. Checks was good, I bet. Oh, my checks at work? Working that much? Yeah, I made a lot of money. But money doesn't really matter when you're working all the time and don't have any time to spend it, right? The Modest Champion. Thank you, Deandra. Happy you're still alive. Yes, thank you, guys. We have been through it. Thank you. You made waffles and bacon, Mr. Handsome? Oh, my goodness. Did you make enough for the whole group? All right, I think we're about caught up. Life is too short. It's flying by. It is short. Scary for sure, just like double lung. Yeah, Brad had a double lung transplant, and that's pretty serious. I wouldn't want to go through any transplant at all, but I know that hearts are very thin, very few and far between, so it's hard to find enough hearts to go around. So many people need new hearts. You injured my lungs at work, had them operated on. Surgeon said that this could be it for me. 30 years later, still going and appreciate every day. Yes, yes, yes. Thank God for modern medicine is all I can say, really. I hope you get to the point of your travels are sponsored by YouTube instead of the other way around. Well, we just have fun. Yes, if we start watching videos, watch the videos, guys, so we can go on more travels. We will be traveling around. I appreciate when everybody watches my videos right now, though, or always. We are going to be traveling again soon. I have a few more things I got to finish up before I can start traveling again. But I appreciate everybody that watches my videos. That's how we fund the travels. So make sure that you watch the videos. I appreciate it so much. Sorry you left yesterday. You can come and go as you please, Trey. I never expect you guys to stay here. When things come up, you get a telephone call, anything happens, you just leave and come back next time when you can. I appreciate it, Trey. Never feel like you have to be here. You just come when you can, leave when you need to, and come back when you can. You haven't been yesterday in a few? I'll leave comments. Thank you so much. I love it. I love when people watch. You know, it takes a lot of effort to make a video. It takes 5 to 12 hours to make a video. So if we're going to put the time into making them, and that is the expectation on YouTube that we do make the videos, I do appreciate that people enjoy them. So most of our live streams are just us visiting, a lot of friends that really, you know, get to know each other and visit and hang out. But the lives, you know, the YouTube wants us to make videos, and right now I'm in YouTube class, so they're pushing me to do new things and learn new things. You love my attitude, always positive. I try to be positive as much as I can, Brad. I do have bad days though, and you guys see it once in a while. You see it once in a while, but am I dreaming for another lobster roll? No. Maybe a warm one, but not the cold one. Thank you, Lucy. Lots of love to everyone. Thank you guys for hanging with me and being amazing friends. We've been on YouTube for 1 whole year today. I didn't know it until I woke up and got an email from YouTube congratulating me on my 1 year of service. And I am, just last week I got an email from YouTube and asked me to go to a class. So I am in class right now. YouTube class, and they've been talking about memberships in the YouTube class, and I have an assignment to make private videos. So you guys will be seeing some private videos come out for members only. That is part of my class. In order to advance in the class, in order to be able to continue going to the class, you have to do the assignments, which it's fun to learn from them. So there's the pets. Good morning. It was great to check the places on Google Maps, check whether there are geocaches nearby that I really want to visit. Galveston, I have added to my list after watching yesterday. Really? Awesome. Galveston, Texas. So if you love oceans and such, Galveston, it wasn't my favorite place. And the reason is because the water's so dirty. The ocean is brown, but the ocean water in Galveston comes off of lakes and such. It's not as clear as like if you go over to the East Coast or the West Coast, the water's blue. The water's bluish. But if you go to Galveston, the water's brownish. The city is kind of run down compared to, it's a good place. It's a great place. I'm not saying it's not a great place. But it's just run down compared to where I was prior to that. And prior to that, I was over on the East Coast, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York. So you go from seeing that to seeing this, you're like, ew. It's not, and you know, they just recently, not too long ago, had a big storm that wrecked a lot of their buildings, and they're not, you know, it's not, a lot of it's run down. I'm like, ooh, this is all run down. Why aren't they taking better care of it? But they had a recent storm not too long ago. So there's lots of differences and reasons why different places aren't as nice as other places. The Seaside Front Boardwalk gave me homesick feeling in UK. Rockport is so fun with the old man singing on the guitar. So all the money, so if everybody watches the Rockport video, I go to Rockport every single time I go to Boston. And my intention of putting the old man in the video, he's a busker. So he sits outside of a little area over there, and he plays guitar and sings. And if you see the old man, he just makes you smile, he makes your day. So any money that my channel is monetized. I do get paid when people watch videos. Any money that video makes is gonna be going to that older man, that older gentleman that's in the video. So go watch that Rockport video and support the older guy. He really does make my day, and every time that I've been there, he's there. And every time I give him money, and then I've asked him if I can video him, and he always lets me. Now you guys can't hear me, right? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Type a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. You can hear me? Sometimes when I get a telephone call, it won't let you guys hear me. Okay, good. My mom just called. Hold on 1 second. I'm live streaming, so text me instead. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear me. Anyway, the old guy is always there, Rockport. So make sure you watch the Rockport video so we can make some funds from YouTube to donate to the old man when we go there next time. Hello, Alex. How are you? Info's important. Okay, guys, my mom's saying that she needs to talk to me, and it's very important. So I will call you guys. I will get back on the live stream after I talk to my mom. Maybe give me 10 minutes. Okay, thank you guys so much. I'll see you in about 10 minutes.